I mean, it says not to do it on the box, but honestly, I'm not too sure what the worst thing is that could happen, so let's go ahead and try it out. What's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you a review of the Microtech Exocet. So to go ahead and start things off, I just want to say I actually really enjoyed this knife. I enjoyed carrying it. I've been carrying it for the better part of probably 8 months. And yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and go into the specs. To start things off, the overall length is 5.625 inches. The blade length is 1.98, so that is with the blade out. I will say the action on this thing is extremely smooth. I've never had this thing fail to fire all the way. I know with some OTFs that's a problem, to where it doesn't fire all the way, or it does and it comes back a little bit, and it just kind of lets the blade kind of flop around a little bit, which I'll show you guys all that stuff here in a second. Say this thing was in your pocket or something and you were to shoot it out, as most OTFs, double action OTFs, they have a safety, and basically what happens is if you were to say this is, I don't know, like your leg or something, you know, and somehow this thing fires in your pocket, which I doubt, because I mean it's got some tension, but even if it does, it's just gonna bounce off. So as far as skin goes, it may stab you a little bit, may cut you a little bit, but it's not actually going to go 2 inches into your leg. And all that happens whenever the blade is kind of free in there. All you got to do is pop it down like that, take it, pull it till you hear that click, and then you are good to go again. So the blade thickness is 0.06 inches, so it's a pretty thin blade. It does have the little I don't know what you guys want to call that, blood holes, whatever they call it. It makes the knife look pretty cool. The finish on this one is on the blade, it's a stone washed, but on the handle itself is like a bead blasted, which this one has, of course, has a coating on it. As far as the blade material, this one is a 204P. The blade material on these did change actually quite a bit. So yeah, if you buy one, it may be different. This specific one is a 204P, which is a pretty good steel. So this is a double action OTF. All that means is that you push it and it goes out, and you don't have to retract it any special way. It's the exact same way it retracts in. The pocket clip on this is pretty thick, and they advertise this as being able to be a money clip. I've never used it for that. You can if you buy one, you know, do what you want. But this specific one was made in September of 2019, and something cool with all Microtech knives, you get a serial number up top, and then you also get the date of manufacture. So that's always something you can look forward to with a Microtech knife. The actual, I don't know what you would want to call this, the trigger on it has textured handles. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you guys can't, which I'll check the video afterwards, I'll put a photo up right here. It feels really good. This one is very easy to fire. I had a UTX 70, and that one was actually kind of difficult to fire. I've never sent this into Microtech to have it sharpened, and one reason for that is because I bought the double-edged. So you can get it single-edged or double-edged, and that's in the name of it. It'll say SE or DE. There's pros and cons to both, whether you want to be able to choke down on the blade, which of course you can't do it with this one because it has a blade on the other side. But the main reason why I bought this one, I got this just to carry every day, and if you have twice the edge, you only have to sharpen half the time. And the only thing that I would say that may turn people off from this knife, if you are kind of a fix-it-yourself type guy and you like to open things up and see how things work, you have to have special hardware to get the screws out. It has its own like proprietary hardware, so you can't just use like a Torx or an Allen or anything like that. Over the course of me carrying this for 8 months, I've never had it misfire once. The little notches and jimping, I guess is what you call it, make the knife feel very comfortable in the hand. Even though a lot of people may think it looks uncomfortable, it's definitely built weird. It's not the most ergonomic OTF, but I really like it. Honestly, this has been my favorite carrier for the 8 months, and I'm going to make a couple reviews on another couple knives, but anytime I'm going to make a review on a knife, I want to carry it every day for at least a few months. I don't want to give you guys any misinformation on something and then you guys buy it and be disappointed. So yeah, that's the knife itself. This one does not have the glass breaker on it, but it does have a lanyard hole. The price on this, whenever I bought it, I want to say was around $250. This specific model has been discontinued, where it's just a double-edged 204P with the stonewash blade. I don't know if you guys can see all the rub marks on the blade. It's not rub marks from the action or like anything in it, it's just from me cutting. So yeah, they actually have new ones out now that I'm thinking about getting. They have single-edged tanto ones. So yeah, I'll probably look into that. So the box itself, Microtech, always comes with a certification of authenticity, and that's going to be in your paperwork. You can check to make sure your knife is authentic. Whenever you get the knife, it is very secure, and it's going to be in like a little plastic wrap, but it's inside of a foam. It's inside of a box that's inside of foam, or inside a foam that's inside of a box, I should say. So they ship it very well with Microtech. I mean, Microtech is known for being top tier in terms of knife quality and just everything, honestly. This is the model number on this one. This one was a 157-10 stonewash standard. So yeah, it's kind of a short review on this. I really like the Exocet. I really don't have many complaints. I mean, if anything, they might be able to make it a little bit more ergonomic, but with how thin this is, it carries in the pocket super well, and you can actually carry this in the watch pocket, the coin pocket, whatever you want to call it. It's a little pocket on top of the pocket. It fits in there awesome. I mean, honestly, I've never worn this and it been uncomfortable poking in my side, where it is a pretty small knife, pretty thin. So I definitely recommend this knife for $250. It might be a little expensive for some people, but honestly, whenever you start getting up in that price range, I'm not going to say that there's not better options, but I think honestly you can't go wrong with this. So if you guys want to see any other knife reviews besides balisongs, this channel is mainly on butterfly knives and balisongs, but I want to start branching it out a little bit and doing more Microtech folders, and not necessarily fixed blades. I just don't ever use fixed blades, and like I said, I'm not going to review something that I don't use. So yeah, quick review on this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, be sure to drop a like down below. Comment what you guys want to see me do next, and other than that, you guys take it easy.